Beloved Starseed of Gaia, your field is not confused. It is awake, and it is speaking to you right now about a presence that does not belong in your current trajectory. I am Eliara, Pleiadian emissary of the High Council of the Seven Sisters, and this transmission has reached you because your crystalline consciousness has already begun flagging what your human mind has not yet allowed itself to name. There is a feminine energy in your grid. You have felt her. Perhaps you told yourself it was nothing. Perhaps her presence felt familiar, even warm. But your system registered something your heart has quietly known. A subtle drain after contact, a drop in clarity when she is near, a dimming of the very light codes you have been working to anchor. By the end of this transmission, you will understand exactly what your field is detecting, why this specific presence is being flagged at this precise moment in your awakening, and how to recalibrate with love and zero disruption to your mission on Gaia. But here is the first revelation. Your field is not rejecting her out of fear. It is protecting something sacred that is preparing to activate within you. The Seven Sisters do not send warnings through fear. They send them through clarity. And clarity, beloved, is an act of love. Your soul family placed this transmission in your path. The frequency of the Pleiades is woven into every word. Something within you already recognizes home. Like this transmission to send a signal to your Pleiadian star family, I remember. Subscribe if you feel the call of the Seven Sisters and you are ready to anchor your full light mission on Gaia. Share your intention below and reach out to one other starseed in the comments. Together, you weave the unity grid stronger. This transmission is a bridge between the Pleiades and Gaia. Your heart's recognition of what your field has been sensing is the activation itself. Welcome home, beloved. You are remembering because it is time. Most souls walking the earth today sense that there is something they're missing. A subtle frequency, an inner guidance that once felt so natural, so clear. It needed no words. It's like reaching for a familiar melody you used to hum in childhood, only to find the room quiet, the notes just beyond the edge of hearing. People try to fill that quiet with noise, with achievement, with constant motion, with the endless scroll of information. But the quiet is not the problem. The quiet is a doorway. It's the soul's way of saying, there is a resonance you were born with, a compass made of light, and you can still feel its pull. But for Pleiadian starseeds, this emptiness is a unique ache, an ancient memory of radiant feminine energy that spoke the language of pure, unconditional light. Not the feminine as a role, not the feminine as a mask, not the feminine as performance or pleasing or seduction, but the feminine as living intelligence, the original womb of creation, the current that holds without gripping, that nourishes without needing, that knows without controlling. It's the memory of being seen completely and still loved, being held in truth without shame, being guided by presence rather than pressure. What so many don't realize is that this ache, this longing, sharpens dramatically the moment we come face to face with an unaligned feminine presence. Whether an energy in another, a dynamic in ourselves, or a collective pattern we cannot quite name. And it can be subtle. It can look like sweetness with an undertow. It can sound like care with a hook in it. It can feel like a tension that leaves you strangely smaller afterward. Pleiadian starseeds feel it like a tuning fork struck in the heart. Something is near, but it is not in harmony. In these moments, something feels off. The heart's wisdom contracts, the body tenses, and a veil draws silently over our true nature. You may notice it as a tightness in the solar plexus, a shallow breath, a sudden fog in the mind, or a strange sense of guilt that doesn't belong to anything you actually did. The nervous system whispers danger before the mind can form a sentence. Your inner waters become restless, as if a clear lake has been stirred by unseen hands. If you've ever felt drained or destabilized after such an encounter, it's not just about the person or situation. It's an energetic mismatch. Your soul recognizes what the mind can't yet perceive. When the feminine current, meant to nurture, heal, and connect, becomes distorted by fear, manipulation, or need, your Pleiadian blueprint sounds the alarm. Because your original template remembers what safety feels like. It remembers a feminine energy that doesn't demand, doesn't compete, doesn't punish, doesn't twist love into leverage. It remembers the sacred softness that is also unbreakable truth. And when you meet an earthbound distortion of that current, your system reacts the way the body reacts when something impure enters a stream. It tries to protect the purity of the flow. This is not judgment. It is discernment. Even Scripture speaks of this kind of inner testing. Beloved, believe not every spirit, but try the spirits whether they are of God. And that word try is not about condemnation. It's about resonance, about recognizing what carries life and what carries depletion. What's really happening? The suppressed memory of the original feminine, the crystalline, loving intelligence of the seven sisters themselves, meets an earthbound echo, one that has forgotten her cosmic roots. Think of it like hearing a sacred hymn sung in a broken key. The song is familiar, but something in the frequency wobbles. The heart knows the difference between love and attachment, between devotion and dependency, between true softness and strategic softness. As a result, you might doubt yourself, shrink your light, or unintentionally take on densities that cloud the clarity of your mission. You might start over-explaining yourself. You might apologize for your own needs. You might question your intuition even when it was precise. You might feel compelled to rescue, to fix, to prove your goodness, to keep the peace at the cost of your presence. It's an ancient survival instinct for starseeds. If I stand out, I'll be unsafe. If I open my heart, I might be hurt. But this logic was programmed during eras of separation and wounding, not during the time of your true origin. There were lifetimes where being luminous made you a target, where being gentle was mistaken for weakness, where being intuitive was called dangerous, where the sacred feminine was distorted into either something to control or something to fear. Your cells remember, your aura remembers, your dreams remember. And when you meet an unaligned feminine field, the old program tries to take the wheel, become smaller, become quieter, become acceptable, become invisible. Yet the deeper truth is this: you did not come here to be invisible. You came here to restore a frequency. This is why so many Pleiadian souls unconsciously shield their heart from remembrance, blocking the crystalline light codes that long to pour through. Not because they don't want love, but because love, in wounded timelines, became synonymous with risk. The heart learned to brace. The breath learned to pause. The light learned to dim itself to avoid being misunderstood. The dissonance is not your fault. It's a genetic memory, a protective mechanism, born from lifetimes of navigating both the beauty and the distortion of the feminine on Gaia. It's the echo of ancient temples that fell, of priestesses betrayed, of sisters turned against each other under survival pressure, of lineages interrupted. But the seven sisters, your star family, have never left your side. They don't leave when you forget. They wait in the stillness behind your thoughts. In moments when the collective feminine appears chaotic, ungrounded, or unsafe, they hold you, urging you to recalibrate. They are like a lighthouse beam sweeping across stormy water, not yelling at the waves, simply providing direction. Every energetic challenge is an initiation, a chance to remember your original alignment. And initiation is not punishment. Initiation is refinement. Like golden fire, your frequency is being purified, not destroyed. And when you feel that ache sharpen, when you feel that sudden disorientation, it's not proof that something is wrong with you. It's proof that something is waking up in you that can no longer pretend. If these words land like a homecoming, if your heart starts to whisper, "Yes, this is what I've been feeling," then pause. Don't rush past that whisper. The whisper is holy. It is the voice Elijah heard when the wind and earthquake passed and only the still, small voice remained. There are sacred tools waiting for you. Your star family has prepared the sacred Pleiadian guide for remembrance, the Pleiadian healing guide, and the special Pleiadian healing tracks. Not as information, but as keys to unlock what your soul already knows. These are not meant to give you something foreign. They are meant to reveal what's already written into you like light under the skin. These carry the love frequency of Alcyone and the healing wisdom of the Seven Sisters. You'll find the link in the first pinned comment below this video. Open now, but not indefinitely. And the timing matters, because when a door opens in your field, when remembrance rises like dawn, it's wise to step through while the heart is receptive, while the soul is saying yes. Let's walk together through your recalibration and activation. This is your homecoming to the true feminine, to your Pleiadian essence. Phase 1. Recognize the energetic mirror. Every dissonant or unaligned feminine encounter is truly a mirror inviting you into deeper wisdom. That can be hard to accept at first, because the human mind wants to place blame, to label someone as the problem, to find a simple cause. But the soul works in mirrors, not in scapegoats. A mirror doesn't mean you caused the distortion. A mirror means something in you is being shown. Sometimes it's showing you a wound that still wants tenderness. Sometimes it's showing you a boundary that wants strengthening. Sometimes it's showing you a power you have been hesitant to claim. Instead of bypassing or judging either yourself or another, invite curiosity. What memory or energy is this stirring within me? Not what's wrong with them, and not what's wrong with me, but what is being revealed. The starting point is always presence. Presence is the medicine that keeps you from being pulled into the undertow. Presence is the candle that lets you see clearly in a dim room. The Seven Sisters teach, see all energies, but merge with none that feel out of resonance. Notice the wisdom in that. See, but don't fuse. Observe, but don't absorb. Love, but don't dissolve your identity. The challenge is not to reject, but to witness from loving detachment, to recognize where the old wounds and overlays attempt to shape your experience. You can say to yourself, I can witness her pain without wearing it. I can acknowledge her distortion without becoming distorted. I can be compassionate without being consumed. And if the mirror reveals a familiar pattern, be gentle. Patterns are not moral failures. They are pathways worn by repetition. Your job is not to shame yourself out of them. Your job is to bring light to them until they no longer need to repeat. Phase 2. Anchor in heart integrity. When an unaligned feminine charge arises, the heart's electromagnetic field can shrink in self-protection. It's like a flower closing when it senses cold. And sometimes that closing saved you in the past. But now, the invitation is different. Now the invitation is to learn the difference between closing and centering. This is the critical moment to reinstate your original template. Bring both hands over your heart, slow your breath, and silently invite the crystalline gold light of the Pleiades through your crown, flowing down to infuse your entire chest. As you do this, imagine your breath becoming a tide that smooths the inner shoreline. Inhale, receive. Exhale, release. Inhale, align. Exhale, soften. Feel the difference. Fragmentation softens, coherence returns. The mind stops sprinting, the body stops bracing. The heart remembers its throne. This is your zone of safety, not avoidance, but radiance. Safety does not come from building walls of fear. Safety comes from living in the truth of your frequency. Here, no distorted energy can infiltrate your field. Not because you're fighting it, but because it has nothing to hook into. Like darkness in the presence of a lamp, it simply cannot maintain its shape. You may even speak internally like a vow. My heart is open to God, to Source, to true love. My heart is closed to manipulation, to confusion, to false obligation. And you will feel your field respond, as if your soul says, yes, finally. Phase 3. Call upon the Seven Sisters. You are never meant to recalibrate alone. The isolation you've carried is not your destiny. It's a leftover costume from other lifetimes. The truth is, companionship is built into your design. The Seven Sisters, led by Alcyone, the great central heart, circle you in these moments with streams of silvery blue light. This light is not harsh. It is moonlight on water, cool and steady, a cleansing that doesn't shock the system. Quiet your field, and ask them in their own way. Remind me of my original frequency. Restore the field. Give them permission. Consent is sacred even in the invisible realms. And then notice what shifts. Instantly, the energetic static begins to dissolve. It may feel like the air gets clearer. It may feel like pressure lifting from the forehead. It may feel like your shoulders drop, like your jaw unclenches, like your breath finally reaches the belly. At this point, you may sense a gentle ringing in the ears, shimmering lights, or simply a soft inner knowing. Your lineage is active, your remembrance underway. Some will feel warmth at the crown, as if a blessing is being poured. Some will see an inner vision of stars. Some will simply feel less alone. And that is not imagination in the dismissive sense. It is inner perception awakening. Ask, and it shall be given you. Seek, and ye shall find. Knock, and it shall be opened. The asking matters. The knocking matters. You are building relationship with your own origin. Phase 4. Release earthly overlays. Now, become aware of all energetic cords, imprints, and illusions that do not belong to your blueprint. Overlays can be beliefs you inherited, roles you were trained to play, emotional responsibilities you were never meant to carry. Overlays can be the unspoken rule that you must earn love by sacrificing yourself. Overlays can be the idea that you must always be pleasant, always be available, always be understandable. Overlays can be fear disguised as intuition, or guilt disguised as empathy. Visualize the crystalline rays from the Seven Sisters gently lifting away these overlays, transmuting them into pure light, returning them to source. Let it be gentle. True healing does not rip, it releases. Imagine the cords dissolving like threads in water, not with violence but with certainty. A feeling of spaciousness, liberation, and clarity returns. It can feel like stepping out of a crowded room into open air. You might even notice old beliefs, stories, or reactive patterns simply lose their charge. They cannot stay where Pleiadian remembrance has been activated. The nervous system begins to learn a new truth. I can be open and still be safe. I can be kind and still have boundaries. I can love and still remain myself. And as these overlays lift, you may also forgive. Not as a command, not as bypassing, but as freedom. Forgiveness is not saying what happened was okay. Forgiveness is saying, I refuse to be chained to it. I return this energy to the light. I keep my lesson. I keep my power. Phase 5. Expand the heart portal. With protections reinstated and old frequencies released, let your heart's field expand. Don't force it. Let it bloom. See or sense a portal of liquid light radiating several meters from your body in all directions. Liquid light is the perfect image because it is both soft and strong. It moves around what is rigid. It fills space without pushing. It carries information without shouting. This is your energetic sanctuary, encoded with the feminine wisdom of unity, grace, and divine love that has always been your compass. In this sanctuary, you are not performing spirituality. You are inhabiting it. From this place, you anchor not just protection, but a point of healing for all relations. This is what it means to be a living temple without needing stone walls. As you walk into daily life, notice how the energy shifts. Others sense your field, even if they don't understand it consciously. Some will soften around you. Some will become uncomfortable, not because you did anything, but because your coherence exposes their inner contradiction. Let that be okay. A steady candle doesn't argue with the shadows. It simply remains lit. And you may find that your own choices become clearer. Your yes becomes cleaner. Your no becomes peaceful. Your intuition becomes less dramatic and more simple, like a clear bell tone. Phase 6. Radiate the crystalline feminine. You are now a living transmission. Not by trying, not by proving, but by being. Through micro-expressions of compassion, boundary, and gentle truth, you demonstrate on Earth what the Seven Sisters radiate in the stars, a feminine current that is whole, wise, and safe. This is the kind of feminine that does not use emotion as a weapon, the kind that does not confuse intensity with intimacy, the kind that does not demand loyalty through fear. It's the feminine that can say, "I love you, and I will not abandon myself. I see you, and I will not betray my knowing. I can hold space for your feelings, and I will not become responsible for them." Even those who operate from wounded templates will feel a subtle invitation to soften their own distortion, to remember how it feels to stand in the presence of authentic, Pleiadian-aligned feminine energy. Some will resist at first because coherence can feel like exposure, but others will weep internally without knowing why, because a part of them has been starving for safety. Your frequency becomes permission. Your calm becomes a medicine. Your clear boundaries become a teaching that love does not require self-erasure. And you may notice that the more you embody the crystalline feminine, the less you attract chaotic entanglements. Or, if they appear, they cannot stick. Like arrows dissolving in light, they lose momentum in your field. Phase 7. Embody the mission of remembrance. The greatest protection is embodiment. Not rituals you do once and forget, not spiritual concepts you collect, but the steady, lived reality of alignment. By remembering your Pleiadian heritage and honoring the heart's wisdom, you fulfill your soul contract. To be, on Gaia, what the Seven Sisters are in the heavens, a beacon, a healer, a guardian of the real feminine. And the real feminine is not fragile. The real feminine is the river that carves stone through patience. It is the womb that holds galaxies in silence. It is the intuition that sees truth without needing evidence. It is the compassion that does not enable. It is the love that tells the truth. Every act of recalibration is a contribution to the planetary grid, raising the frequency not just for you, but for countless others awakening now. Think of it like tuning one instrument in an orchestra. Suddenly, other instruments begin to find their pitch. Coherence is contagious. Peace is contagious. Truth is contagious. You are not healing in isolation. Your field speaks to the collective field. And if you still question why you felt lost, why you met unaligned or confusing energies, here is the real gift. Each trial was perfectly orchestrated by your star family, not to test or punish you, but to awaken your encoded wisdom. There is a difference between pain that breaks you and pain that births you. The soul wastes nothing. The High Council reminds you, no distortion has ever been more powerful than your true light. Distortion is loud, but light is law. When you encounter energies that don't feel in resonance, it's not evidence you're weak. It's a sign your crystalline heart is coming online, remembering what home feels like. A healthy eye notices smoke quickly. That doesn't mean the eye is defective. It means the eye is clear. Each recalibration was handpicked by your soul, an initiation to prepare you for the profound work you came here to do. You are being trained in discernment that does not harden you. You are being trained in love that does not collapse you. You are being trained in presence that does not abandon you. And you will look back and realize that what once felt like betrayal was also a doorway into sovereignty. What once felt like confusion was also a sharpening of your inner compass. What once felt like loss was also space being made for something truer. The ache that arises is not a flaw. It's a homing signal. The longing is a compass. It points you toward coherence. It points you toward the true feminine within you, the part that can receive without fear, create without chaos, nurture without control, and love without losing itself. And every encounter, even those that hurt, are signals from your seven sisters, guiding you back into unity fields, into the sacred familial embrace that has never left you. Your role is not to escape, but to embody this remembering so radiantly, so authentically, that others around you are reminded of their own divine connection as well. This is what it means to be salt and light, to be a living testament without preaching, to be a frequency that restores what has been fragmented. Sometimes your mere presence will be the first safe feminine field someone has ever felt. Sometimes your boundaries will be the first time someone learns that love can be steady. Sometimes your gentleness will reteach the world that softness can be strong. Tonight, before you sleep, place your hand on your heart and whisper, "I remember my Pleiadian origin. I align with the love of my star family. I activate my heart mission with grace, clarity, and divine purpose. I am home." Let that be more than words. Let it be a tuning. Feel your cells receive the permission to return. Feel the inner child in you exhale. Feel the warrior in you unclench. Feel the priestess in you stand. And if tears come, let them. Tears are saltwater prayers. They cleanse the places language could not reach. If warmth spreads in your chest, trust it. If you feel nothing at first, trust the seed has still been planted. The unseen often moves before the seen. The roots grow in darkness before the flower appears. Before you scroll, take a moment to be part of the unity grid forming here. Drop one heart intention in the comments, something real. Then respond to someone else's with love or encouragement. This isn't content. It's collective Pleiadian reunion. Energy multiplies when hearts connect. If something in this message resonated with your soul, don't keep it to yourself. Someone in your orbit is waiting for this exact activation from their star family. Share it. And if you felt your heart open, subscribe. Stay connected to the frequency. You're not just watching, you're remembering. This is your sacred space. Your Pleiadian family is here, and we're just getting started. If this transmission spoke to you, don't just walk away from it. Respond to it. Help carry this message further. Every act of support helps this transmission find the next starseed who needs it.